out a walk in Amsterdam. So I am just voicing some of my views, some of my opinions. Quite frustrated just now by the circumstances that we're facing under the present lockdown conditions. I feel for myself that it's unnecessary. You don't need this level of oppression here, really, to be honest. People's businesses affected and stuff like that. At the end of the day, there's obviously things going on in place just now, whereby, you know, there's an anxiety within people. I'm seeing it myself every day in people, and unfortunately, it's something that's you know, deeply bound within the world and affecting us during this period of COVID. And at the end of the day, what is COVID there for? COVID's there for a reason, isn't it? It's a lesson. It's a lesson for the human race to learn from. It's an understanding that we need compassion for each other, empathy. We need to work together as a team. At the end of the day, we need to look at ourselves and we need to look at the past. We need to look at the lessons that we can learn from the past. Move forward from those negatives, develop on as a people. Understand that the old world is gone. This is the point for us to rebuild. This is a platform for us to rebuild upon. Anyway, certainly, and I think at the end of the day, the old foundations will be washed away and new foundations will be built strong. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what's happened with COVID when it's coming through and washing away the bad, and then it's going to bring in the good. I think that's potentially what could be happening here at the end of the day, and we could look to develop ourselves. Certainly, I think what you'll see is you know, just now, obviously you've seen things like panic buying in supermarkets, stuff like that. I'm currently in the Netherlands, Holland. There's none of that stuff going on. None of that stuff that I seen when I was in Scotland and stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, see, people I think are going to start being a lot nicer to each other. But at the end of the day, that's what happens during these things. People initially, in the first instance, panic, and then they afterwards try and stabilise. That's just some of my thoughts while I'm walking about the streets of Amsterdam. I have to say, it's a fantastic city. I wish it would be open to a lot more tourists, but during this difficult time, at the end of the day, that's not something that's going to come about when we've not even got people's businesses opened. You know, people are already losing money in terms of their businesses not being opened. Restaurants, coffee shops, you know, take a wee smoke. If you blinking pubs, if you're wanting a wee drink over the festive period and stuff like that, you know, things like restaurants where you would normally go with your family and stuff like that, friends, stuff like that. You know, go into these businesses and stuff like that. That's keeping these businesses going, but it's also given a level of sociality there, where you are speaking to each other, talking to each other, and I think that's potentially something that we're seeing as well. Is you're seeing a bit of an erosion of social structure. I'll maybe leave it there and come back to that one.